Lahat ng drama, lahat ng tawanan, lahat ng iyong all-time hits. Ang tanging huntahan ng Masang Lamaw. Number 1 sa Mega Manila, nationwide pa. Broadcasting from TGON, TVH Group of Networks. Dito lang sa inyong iisang himpilan. Cool FM. You are listening to Cool FM, live from Cool Studios. This is Cool News at 4.
Good afternoon, and this is Cool News at 4. I'm Carl. Over 16 million pesos in humanitarian assistance has already been provided to victims of Tropical Storm Enteng, said the Department of Social Welfare and Development on Tuesday. Based on data released by the DSWD, the 16,148,113.30 pesos assistance was distributed to 303,938 affected individuals as of 6 a.m. These affected individuals, said the SWD, were located in 767 barangays in Cagayan Valley, Central Luzon, Bicol Region, Western, Central, and Eastern Visayas, Calabarzon, and Metro Manila. We are expecting this number or this figure to increase, the SWD spokesperson Irene Dumlao said in the Bagong Pilipinas Ngayon briefing. Meanwhile, standby funds for further assistance are at over 2 billion pesos. According to Dumlao, the DSWD has already received 150,000 requests for food packs from local government units, with the agency already providing initial assistance to several local governments and provinces. And we are expecting additional requests to be coming in, especially from the northern part of our country, she said. Dumlao said that besides food packs, the SWD has also provided non-food items such as family kits, hygiene kits, and kitchen kits. Data from the DSWD shows that of the affected individuals, 60,202 are already inside evacuation centers. Meanwhile, the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council said 10 people have died from the onslaught of Enteng. Tropical Storm Enteng prompted the second-day postponement in recovering 1.4 million liters of industrial fuel oil from a sunken ship in Manila Bay, the Philippine Coast Guard said on Tuesday. PCG said the weather conditions may cause oil leaks from motor tanker Terra Nova. The Philippine Coast Guard has ordered the temporary suspension of the siphoning operation in Limay, Bataan to avoid possible oil leaks that may be caused by strong current and heavy weather conditions today, 3rd of September 2024, PCG said in a statement. The recovery efforts for MT Terra Nova have been cancelled since Monday. However, PCG said that Harbor Star, the contracted salvor for MT Terra Nova, vote to transfer over 402,000 liters of recovered oily waste to a designated treatment facility in Marilao, Bulacan on Tuesday. Recovery efforts for the IFO were in full swing until Sunday when 222,332 liters of oily mixture were recovered, bringing the total recovered oily mixture to 1,254,889.58 liters from August 19 to September 1. Last July 25, MT Terra Nova capsized and eventually submerged off Bataan, killing a crew member. Local government units are still leading the response to Tropical Storm Enteng's onslaught, and the national government is ready to help in whatever way it can, the palace said on Tuesday. The same directive also applies to the landslide in Antipolo, Rizal, which killed 2 minors and a pregnant woman, according to Presidential Communications Office spokesperson for National Calamities and Disasters, Joey Villarama. LGUs will take the lead but of course, the national government will be there to assist in whatever way it can, he told Malacana reporters after being asked if President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has new directives on those affected by Enteng, including the landslide in Antipolo. Marcos on Monday said all concerned government agencies are monitoring the movement of Enteng, while all affected LGUs are already addressing its effects within the respective areas of responsibility. The president also said his office is monitoring affected areas as a whole, communicating the release region-wide, island-wide, or nationwide advisories as quickly as possible. He also said standard operating procedures are already in place and are being followed amid the onslaught of Enteng. 2 South Korean fugitives wanted for electronic financial fraud have been deported by immigration authorities, the Bureau of Immigration said. In a statement on Tuesday, the BI identified the fugitives as K1, Yu, Kun, age 41, and Yung Te, age 53, both listed under an Interpol Red Notice. They are subjects of criminal cases for alleged violations of South Korea's Electronic Financial Transactions Act. Yoon and Ki-won were arrested by immigration operatives last May and June, respectively, and sent back to their home country last August 21. The details of the arrest were not disclosed by the Bureau of Immigration. Our counterparts in Seoul were informed about their impending arrival there, said Immigration Commissioner Norman Tang-Sinko, as quoted in the statement. Korean policemen apprehended them upon their arrival, he added. According to Tang-Sinko, the two were already ordered deported as early as 2021 for being undesirable aliens and fugitives from justice. K1 allegedly operated a call center that employed voice phishing to trick victims into sending their debit card details to the suspects who promised their money would yield profits in low-interest loan transactions. Meanwhile, Yu allegedly conspired with an unnamed conveyance to operate an illegal sports gambling site on the internet. Both K1 and Yu were placed in the immigration blacklist and banned from re-entering the Philippines. Foreign Vietnamese nationals were not allowed to enter the Philippines as immigration authorities suspected they would seek illegal employment in the country. The Bureau of Immigration said Deroong Quang Tehan, age 28, Bui Van Chi, age 36, Ngo Dang Luong, age 22, and Nguyen Hoang Min Woi, age 19, arrived at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport Terminal 1 last September 2. The foreign travelers claimed the purpose for coming to the Philippines is tourism. However, as immigration officers asked them more questions about the travel, the Vietnamese nationals allegedly provided highly inconsistent statements regarding their stay here. The BI also noted that the four Vietnamese nationals overstayed 7 months in the country before. Eventually, one of the foreigners admitted to working in a catering business during his previous stay in the Philippines despite not having a proper work visa. Our country is a no-go zone for those who use tourism as a cover for such schemes, BI Commissioner Norman Tang-Sinko said in a statement Tuesday. Aliens who attempt to enter to abuse the country's hospitality will be denied entry, he added. The BI said the four Vietnamese nationals are now on this blacklist, which would permanently disable them from re-entering the Philippines. And now let's get into some study here. Thousands of internet link assets used by Filipino banks and other financial service providers are exposed to digital threats, according to cybersecurity firm Tenable, raising the need for stronger digital defenses to ward off hackers. In its recent study, Tenable noted that 2,600 assets like web servers, Internet of Things devices, and network printers of local financial sector players were vulnerable to cyber threats. The report noted that potential cybersecurity gaps included outdated software and weak data security measures, which can be taken advantage of by bad threat actors. The results of our study revealed that many financial institutions are struggling to close the priority security gaps that put them at risk. Effective exposure management is key, Tenable's Senior Vice President Nigel Nang said. By identifying and securing vulnerable assets before they can be exploited, organizations can better protect themselves against the growing tide of cyber attacks, he added. Business email compromise is a common form of cyber attack targeting enterprises. Hackers send emails embedded with suspicious links to business emails of company employees. These hope to trick employees into providing access to the corporate IT system. Another typical digital threat is ransomware, whereby hackers hold an entity's system hostage until a ransom is paid. The disruption in operations caused by such cyber attacks is detrimental to the business due to spending related to retrieval of their data or system, in addition to opportunity costs because of the downtime. And the regulation of social media or online generated content from streaming platforms such as Netflix and Viva Max is humanly impossible and not part of the Movie and Television Review and Classification Board's mandate, according to its chairman, Lala Soto Antonio. At the Senate subcommittee hearing on the board's 2025 budget proposal, Soto Antonio was asked by Senate President pro tempore Jinko Estrada if it is possible to regulate supposedly X-rated content streamed on various online applications, but the MTRCB chair said this was not within the scope of the agency. Truthfully, it's impossible to regulate all these online created content platform service. We cannot review and classify every material before it is exhibited on the screens. First, it is not within our mandate, it is not within our purview, and it is humanly impossible, the MTRCB chief explained. There are only 31 board members, and there are thousands, even millions of materials to be reviewed if we will be reviewing online streaming, and the board is not capable of doing so, she added. However, Soto Antonio said they are proposing to establish a feedback mechanism from the Office of Client and Community Services to address the concerns or complaints related to various materials on online platforms. I think it is of utmost importance for the MTRCB as a regulator that we establish a strong feedback mechanism with a focal contact point from the OCCs. That it is going to be easy for us to address the concerns and complaints from the general public, especially the parents who continue to be very bothered about the content the children are exposed to, she explained. But we need an assurance from the OCCs, from these providers, that they will provide us with responsiveness and accountability to the content, she added. Likewise, MTRCB Executive Director Roberto Diciembre said online contents are not covered by the agency's jurisdiction, pointing out that the internet was not yet established during the crafting of Presidential Decree 1986. Chair Lala is having meaningful dialogues with these online or manga streaming providers, even social media platforms, since we receive so many complaints on Facebook or Netflix and other platforms, Diciembre revealed. Even Viva Max? Estrada asked, to which Diciembre said, yes. According to Soto Antonio, the MTRCB is already in talks with the owners of Viva Max, who have been trying their best to cooperate with the board. They have created another online streaming app apart from Viva Max, which is Viva One. So we appreciate the efforts, but unfortunately, the content still bothers the general public, she added. For his part, Estrada said Senator Robin Hood Padilla, who heads the Committee on Public Information and Mass Media, is set to sponsor a committee report amending the MTRCB charter, which covers the regulation of digital content. That will really be a big help. Talagang pwede ninyo na i-regulate itong, lalo na itong Viva Max. I haven't watched any movie of Viva Max, but according to those who are always watching, medyo may pagkalaswa na konti, he said. Amendments to the MTRCB Charter surfaced last March when Padilla extended support to the body's responsible panonood program amid the rapid growth of online streaming apps. Soto Antonio had said that MTRCB has been partnering with subscription video on-demand companies in order to get the cooperation for the right content to reach the correct age group across platforms such as smart TV, web-based, and mobile devices. It is now 4:13 in the afternoon, and koolNews at 4 will be right back. Welcome back to koolNews at 4. Let's get into the headlines from around the world now, as Thailand has netted more than 1.3 million kilograms of highly tilapia fish, the government said Tuesday, as it battles to stem out the invasive species. Shoals of black chin tilapia, which produce up to 500 young at a time, have been found in 19 Thai provinces, damaging ecosystems in rivers, drums, and canals by preying on small fish, shrimp, and snail larvae. As well as the ecological impact, the government is worried about the effect on the kingdom's crucial fish farming industry. From February to August 28, 1,332,000 kilograms of black chin tilapia were caught, 590,840 kilograms from natural water resources, and 743,550 kilograms from breeding ponds. Natasha Bonchai-Ninsawat, the vice president of a preliminary committee set up to tackle the spread of the fish, told AOP. We talked to local residents and found out that the spread of tilapia has got worse. They found them in small canals, which was not the case before, he added. The outbreak of tilapia will cost the Thai economy at least 10 billion baht or $293 million, Natasha said. The fish, native to West Africa, were first discovered in Thailand's rivers in 2010 before spreading rapidly in 2018, and are now also found in the U.S. state of Florida and in the Philippines. In July, the Thai government declared the eradication of the species a national priority. It remains unclear how the fish arrived in Thailand, but local media reports have said they could have been imported by a company from Ghana in 2010. A preliminary investigation is underway to determine the cause of the infestation, Natasha said. The Thai government has encouraged locals to catch the fish, offering to pay people 15 baht, $0.42 per kilogram. It has also designated 75 vending areas around the country where the fish can be sold. Authorities have released predator species to hunt down the tilapia and are also developing genetically modified black chin tilapia to produce sterile offspring. A UN science panel warned last year that the tilapia are spreading faster than ever, whacking crops, distributing disease, and upending ecosystems. More than 37,000 alien species have taken hold far from their places of origin, costing upwards of $400 billion a year in damages and lost income, the UN panel said. A school bus plowed into a crowd of people outside a middle school in eastern China on Tuesday, killing 11 parents and students, state media reported. State broadcaster CCTV said the driver lost control of the vehicle as it approached the school in Shandong Province, Tai'an City at 7:27 a.m., which is 3:27 GMT Monday. The business ran into a group of parents and children on the side of the road, according to CCTV. As of now, the incident has caused the deaths of 11 people, of whom 6 were parents and 5 were students, the broadcaster reported in an update just after 11:30 a.m. It said one other person was in a critical condition, while the vital signs of another 12 people were stable. Photos and videos circulating on social media showed people in blood-soaked clothes lying in the road near a hulking gray bus. Several adults kneeled over children sprawled unmoving on the ground, while other people could be heard screaming in the background. They are all dead, so it's so heartbreaking, a woman's voice could be heard saying off camera in one clip of the aftermath of the crash. I would have been killed too if I would stood there, but luckily I ran away fast, she said. AFP was able to geolocate several of the social media photos and videos to the school in Shandong where the crash took place. The driver was being held by local police and the cause of the incident was under investigation, CCTV said. Many public schools in China reopened for the new academic year this week. Deadly traffic accidents occur frequently in the country due to lax safety standards and widespread disorderly living. In July, police said a vehicle crashed into pedestrians in the central city of Changsha, killing 8 people and injuring 5. A 55-year-old suspect living in the area was detained pending an investigation, but it was not clear if the incident was intentional or not. Now let's get into the last one before we head into showbiz entertainment happenings. The 18-year-old brother of a Thai owner of 3 American bully dogs was mauled to death by 2 of the canines on August 30 in Lubbock's Moang district. The Tahim police station was informed on August 31 that Dahisak Chansakuni, age 18, had been mauled to death on the ground floor of his home. A doctor estimated that his body was found by the police some 12 hours later after the death. The 2 dogs, Vino and Tesla, belonged to his brother Apisit Chansakuni, a police officer who had raised them in Bangkok. He had moved to his home in Lopburi, about 150 kilometers northeast of the Thai capital a week earlier with the dogs to take care of his mother. Tangas, the mother of Vino and Tesla, was also in the house and was found with injuries on his leg. Mr. Apisit told Thai Daily Kausuk she had tried to defend Akisak but was overpowered by her 2 offspring. After moving to Lopburi, Mr. Apisit locked the 3 dogs together in his bedroom on the 2nd floor. Police said footage from a security camera in the house showed Adisak, who was home alone on August 39, walking upstairs to his brother's bedroom to play with the 3 dogs. The footage then shows him being attacked by the dogs before he flees downstairs where he was found dead. On September 1, Mr. Apisit said the first dog belonged to his father, who bred it to have a litter of puppies. The dog delivered 2 male puppies, who he raised in Bangkok before returning home just 1 week before demolling. Mr. Apisit said he had his brother feed the 3 dogs when he went to work, and the young boy had started to become familiar with the 2 male dogs. He said that he believes Adisak tried to play with the 2 young dogs without knowing how to do so safely. Also, he reckoned the 2 dogs may have been under stress as he was not at home. And now let's get into the showbiz entertainment news now, as Ginny Gutierrez was ecstatic and beaming with pride as she graced the Venice Film Festival red carpet for the premiere of her Love Diaz-Helm movie Phantosmia. The actress donned a custom venue room of low-back powder blue dress at the event as seen on her Instagram page on Tuesday, September 3. Phantosmia premiered in the La Biennale di Venezia under the Out of Competition session. Today was a dream come true, she captioned the post. Gutierrez also gave the glimpse of the photo call for the film cast and director Diaz by sharing La Biennale's post via her Instagram stories. Aside from Gutierrez and Diaz, cast members Hazel Arencillo, Ronnie Lazaro, Paul Jake Paul, and Dong Abay, and producer Paul Soriano were present at the event as well. And amid his ongoing legal battle against his alleged abusers, Sandro Muloch went to Cebu where he interacted with the locals, thanking him for including him in their prayers. Muloch gave a glimpse of his trip through his Instagram stories on Monday, September 2, showing the view of the city lights at night and the altar of the Basilica Minore del Santo Nino de Cebu. He also showed himself smiling while posing for a photo with candle vendors at Magallanes Cross. This marked the first time the actor shared a photo of himself since he spoke up on all the sexual abuse he suffered. Thank you for the prayers, Paul. He said, adding folded hands emoji. And that concludes the Cool News at 4. As always, thank you so much for your thank you so much for joining us for your afternoon headlines that you need to know for this hour. As always, if you have any news suggestions or feedback you want to share, you can get in touch with us at tvhthephilippines.news@gmail.com. Until then, I'm Caro. Stay safe and good afternoon.